All right. Well, good evening, and I'll figure that out eventually. I'm not sure why that's set up that way. Thank you for joining me for Prancing Pony Podcast Plays this evening. Looking forward to spending the next hour and a half, 2 hours just hanging out with y'all. Hope things are going well. In fact, how have things been? Catch me up. Anything going on in your Tolkien worlds? Anything that we should know about? Any questions that you have? I don't know, whatever's on your mind in the realm of Middle Earth. I'd say talk to me about this last weekend's episode, but of course we didn't release one. It's the Thanksgiving weekend here in the States, so we took this particular week off of releases, and we'll come up next with two more excuse me, two more episodes on Eldari and Arendis before the holiday break. So all right. Yeah, I did see that. The Miriam's art, beautiful piece that's going to be on the Tolkien Society's Christmas card. Yeah. Well, that QAN's not coming out for a while, is it? That's actually not going to release until my run with James starts. So that'll drop on January 18th. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we do have a lot going on, don't we? I mean, we've got our moot coming in, less than 3 weeks. My goodness, barely 2 weeks, actually. Yeah. Ooh, 2 weeks and change. So no panic attack. Okay. We got this, right? I know I was waiting for you to say, and then the panic attack begins. That's sort of the thing. Yeah. Well, we're excited for it as well. No pressure, Katie. No pressure at all. You're going to do just fine. No, you're going to do fine. I'm not worried at all. Why would I be worried? You're a pro. This is your third moot. I mean, second hybrid moot, but well. Let's see. So just before this, I got a package at my door, and it is the hardcover, The Tower and the Ruin. If you have not ordered this, I will be posting the link for you in the chat, and it is a fantastic book. Having read the early release or the author's copy that I was able to read before the interview, but yeah, it is just fantastic. So let me get that link for you here. Get link. Copy. How do I get into my chat? There we go. All right. Yeah, sorry, Nate. I'm disappointed when I can't open the stream with that every time. Katie, I would say that a couple of Tolkien books have hit me that way. Tom's Pity, Power, and Tolkien's Ring is one of them, which is another one that I strongly recommend. And then I would add Splintered Light. Verlin Flieger's Splintered Light is the other one that does that. So, yeah, fantastic, absolutely fantastic book. Well worth the read. So, all right. Well, before we start, do we have any questions? I have a notification. I wonder what that notification is. It's an announcement. Hey, it's PPP Plays time. Thank you, Katie, for getting that word out. Appreciate it, as always. Yeah, so lots of good things happening. We're going to be finalizing numbers with the event hotel real soon, getting all those details. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, she was one of the queens of Numenor, so yeah, Tar Telperion. Telperion, not Telperion. That's the tree. Yeah, good stuff. You got to read The Line of Elros and Unfinished Tales and get to know all of the kings and queens of Numenor. Or probably better than that is read Brian Sibley's The Fall of Numenor, as it combines all of those things. The Line of Elros, Eldarion and Arendis, the Akallabeth, all of that. Fantastic. Well, how about you wait until after the moot? So, all right. Well, I think at this point, hold on a minute. Why is somebody leaving me a voicemail? Is it an important call that I need to be getting here? No, maybe. I don't know. Somebody's leaving me a message. No, I'm not going to take that call. It's the school. The school, I don't know any of you who have kids that are in school, but I'll tell you what, I get spammed like crazy by email, text, and phone call. Every message they send, they have to send in triplicate by email, by text, and by phone. And it's annoying. So anyway. Well, Nate, if you need a break from your champion, I mean, the thing about a hunter is it's the same idea, but from a distance. That is, you're a damage dealer, and it's, that's what your role is. You might want to try something fun and different, like a minstrel, or maybe something flexible like a captain. Those are both a lot of fun. If you like complications, try a warden. I'm not a particular fan of that, but I haven't played this new, what's the class? It's not swashbuckler. It's something like that. It's a mariner, the mariner class. That I hear is also a lot of fun, but it's not one that I've played. So, yeah. Well. I guess it's time for us to start the game, isn't it? Let's see what Hilbern's up to, shall we? All right, let's go ahead. And extra camera. Bring in the streamer. There we go. Hey, it's little Hilbern down there in the corner. All right. We're going to go ahead and turn off the overlay, so you'll be chatting amongst yourselves on YouTube and Twitch. And of course, as always, if anybody has a great question, throw it out there. Katie will be sure that I get it in our chat, so which I have lost. All right, there we go. All right. We'll unmute the music. It's going to be a little loud here, probably. All right. So the last time we left Hilbern, he was about ready to continue. There was nothing in the quest log because it was like in between things. And I needed to talk to somebody here in Rivendell to get... Oh, that's right. There was an instance that we're going to do. Yeah, chat's back up. I had only left it briefly to check who was leaving me a voicemail. Yeah, see, there's nothing in my quest log, and I think it's because, okay, that's the old stuff, which we're not going to do, the Nala Doom. We might do that at some other point. I mean, I guess eventually we do need to finish that book, don't we? I need to go back and finish that, but I'll finish that particular instance privately so we can get to the story stuff in there before we come back. But for now, let's take a look and see what Candaith has to say. The early years of the Third Age saw the deaths of Isildur and his eldest sons, but his line was not ended, for his youngest son, anybody, Valandil, was kept safely here in Rivendell. He was raised far from danger and came to rule the North Kingdom. His descendants would not know peace, for the Nazgul were to reappear, and their chief would wage war upon the men of the West. In the year 1974 of the Third Age, the armies of the Witch King seized Fornost. The North Kingdom was no more, and its ruler Arvedui fled northward to Forochel. But there he was lost along with the heirlooms of his house. Some of the Dunedain journeyed into the icy wastes to recover them. Do you wish to hear of their quests? And in the meantime, we have a few questions from chat. Speculation question from a TTT episode. What do I think things would have been like if Fingolfin had survived his encounter with Morgoth? Oh. Well, that's a very good question. I don't know that there was ever a possibility that he could have survived, though. That's the problem. Like, the only way he survives his encounter with Morgoth is if he doesn't have an encounter with Morgoth. He is an incarnate being taking on the most powerful Vala to ever walk the earth. There is no surviving that encounter. Fingolfin knew that. So I don't think... that's almost the question of, can God make a rock too big for him to lift kind of thing. It's one of those... How many angels can dance on the head of a pin? It's a non-answerable question because it's not a possibility. Hassel asks, if the Hobbits had a gossip magazine, what would it be called, and what stories would they write about the other races? Other races? There are no other races. Their gossip magazine would be all about how queer those Bucklanders are. I mean, seriously, they're the most provincial and parochial people. They don't really have a thought about other races, really. We might do that at some other point. Barbell puts its hands on hips. Well, I mean, we do need to finish that story because that's a pretty cool end to that particular portion of the epic. It's just that stupid instance is really lame. So maybe I'll find a character who's gone through it, like Durthal or maybe Halagrim, and do it through one of those through the remembrance pools or whatever they're called, so we can go back and do that just for the storyline. Yeah. That is Candaith. All right. So we do want to hear of their quest, of course. So we're going to accept, talk to Candaith in Rivendell, and experience the session. So we get to be a Dunedain. Now, this is session play. For those of you who've never seen us in session play, it's when you get to play as somebody else in an entirely different time and moment in history. We've gotten to see the moment the dwarves released Durin's Bane. We've gotten to see other really cool moments in the story.
A party of Dunedain, led by the brothers Lygoned and Hyador, traveled north into Forahel to reclaim the relics left behind in the flight from the wreck of Fornost.
All right, so we have... So it looks like he's an archer of some kind, right? We got the Righteousness Arrow, a Dunedain Strike, but that's a close-up stun. Stealth is a... Okay, I'm going to move things around. Dagger Throw, that's a root. That'll root and evade. So again, these are like things that I'll use. Fly True can only be used against those that bear the mark. But once marked, they take devastating damage. So how do I mark them? Hold on, how do I mark them then? It will never miss against on-level creatures, but how do I mark them? Oh, fearing as they do, this makes servants of the eye burn. No, that's not it. Dagger Throw. Stealth. Oh, there's the mark. Okay, so we use... The mark is a prelude to using this skill. And then Blood of the Dunedain is a heal, so we'll drop that up here. Okay. That helps me. So anytime you're in a session play, check your skills, because those are the things you're going to use during the session. It is a great storytelling technique, Katie. It's a great way to get you out of your own player and into these great historical moments in Middle-earth. All right. Oh, wow. Hassel, yeah. The session play of Two Are Coming to Gondolin is in rights limbo, because they're certainly not ever able to do that. All right. We've come this far without incident, Lygoned, but the road north is certain to become more dangerous. Little is known of the snowmen of Forachel, but if they are opposed to the Witch King, we will surely find them to be allies. Still, the ship bearing Arvedui should have returned by now, and its absence fills me with worry. We must press onward no matter what we find. The sooner we learn what has befallen King Arvedui, the sooner we may leave this cold land. There are worms on the rise ahead, Lygoned. Use your skills at remaining unseen and clear a path for us, that we may bring the wagon up the road safely. The trade goods we bring may loosen the tongues of the snowmen as to the fate of our king. All right. I think I can get rid of whatever. Yeah, I don't think the war effort needs this guy. So let's get rid of this. All right.
Lygoned's ability to
Remain unseen was unrivaled in the north. Oh, that is a nice ability. Basically, you go invisible, then you mark them, and when you mark, this skill cannot miss. I mean, I don't think I really need it, to be honest. I mean, I think we can just, kill these guys because we're pretty much a tough guy.
Lygoned worked quickly, and soon half of the worms were defeated. Only 3 remained.
There's one more. We'll go stealthy. We'll mark them, and we'll shoot them.
Lyganet clear the path of the winter worms and return to Hyardor.
I guess that means I need to return to Hyardor. He doesn't move very fast. Mindful, that's a way to put it. Slow and annoying is another way. Very good, Lyganen. Now that the worms are cleared from the pass, we can resume our journey northward into Forochel to learn what we may learn. So now Candaith has more to tell me.
The small party continued north, coming at last to the shores of the Ice Bay.
All right. We've come to the end of our road, Lyganet. Look there. The ship that was to carry King Arvidwy back home lies in ruin. Remember, we've seen this before in the epic earlier, but we were dealing then, actually with the Shade of Arvidwy. Wish now as you never have before. Wish that he was not aboard the vessel when it broke apart. We cannot tarry here, though dread lies heavily upon my heart. Hurry, Lyganet. This way. But even as they raced along the shore,
they knew what awaited them. Hasika, the chieftain of that people, simply shook his head.
You are the people of the Tall King.
It was not a question. The Dunedain had been expected.
If you speak of King Arvidwy, know that he is our liege. What has become of him? The Tall King sheltered with us for a time, until the great sea monster came. We warned him not to climb atop it. Our soothsayers smelled danger on the air. He did not listen. How could this happen? The power of the Witch King is very strong in winter. His ice broke the sea monster's back. Who now will rule your people? Did the Tall King have no sons?
Lyganet explained then to Hasika that Arvidwy had a son. The line would continue.
I'm glad the Tall King had a son to continue his rule. Long may his heirs rule their faraway peoples. He spoke of great treasures and valuable things. He said they were carried upon the sea monster's back, and that they could be used against the Witch King for the betterment of both our peoples. But now all are lost. Nothing comes back out of the frozen water. Only the treasure he gave to me remains. Oh? Treasure? Oh? Ruby? Raggy? Wait, what treasure is this of which you speak? Before he left us at his peril, the Tall King gave to me a ring. He said it had no power, but his people would give much to have it back. Lyganet, I need a word with you. That would, of course, be the Ring of Barahir. I'm just taking a look real quick at the... It must be the Ring of Barahir. It possesses no power, save its value as an heirloom of the House of Isildur, but its value in ancientry cannot be doubted. It's definitely one of the most ancient artifacts they have. It was given to Barahir by Finrod himself, and then, of course, found its way to Baron's hands. He's the one who's holding it up when he goes through the kingdom of Nargothrond, and then Finrod saves his life as part of his oath. And that ring finds its way all the way down. Did King Arvidwy have some sense of the fate that awaited him? Well, surely not. But it is curious that this ring has escaped where he was unable. We have brought great store of provision with us. We will barter for the return of the ring. and it will go south with us, though its master cannot. We must be content with that.
It was in this way that the ring of Barahir was saved. For more than 900 years, the descendants of Arvidwy ruled as chieftains of the Dunedain.
Now entering the Troll Height. This is an area I don't think I've ever been in. Oh, because this is... No? We're almost there, Coragor, for good or for ill. I fear that we will not find Arador, our chieftain, still alive. No, we won't. We know that he was killed by trolls. But we cannot call off the pursuit until we know for certain. The hill trolls of the Etmoors make their homes here on the Troll Height, and the tracks lead into the cleft just ahead. I will climb the rise and scout the area from above. There are goblins in these parts as well. I leave their fates up to you, but know that the trolls must be our main concern. Good fortune, Coragor. May we not be too late for our chief. Fortunately, we get the same skill set, even though this is now a different Dunedain. And before I continue, I'm going to follow up on chat real quick. Katie says, it's interesting we get mentions about the Ring of Barahir and Narwhal up here. Narwhal not being a book thing, but still cool. Therefore, Arvidwy was just Keeper of the Rings. Yeah. Open a jewelry store, name it Arvidwy. All right.
In the year 2930 of the Third Age, Arador, the chieftain of the Dunedain, was taken captive by hill trolls.
He was, I believe, the grandfather of Aragorn.
Coragor and Glengon, two of his closest allies, journeyed far into the Etmoors to rescue him. Coragor carefully dealt with the goblins he encountered.
Carefully dealt. Carefully dealt with.
Goblins would long whisper of the shadow that cut down their fellows that day.
All right.
The goblins fell before him, and Coragor came to the den of the hill trolls.
Oh, these are a little tougher for sure. Hope you don't pull all three of them at once. That's that could be tough. Let's hope we pull just one at a time. Oh, or we could pull all three. Okay, it's not so bad. Yeah, not so bad. Not so bad at all. So I can root them, and then after they're rooted, I can mark and do the fly true. All right.
It was too late.
The chieftain of the Dunedain was dead. He's dead, Jim. Oh no. Arador! Arador! Alas, we are too late. Arador has been slain. Curse these vile trolls. Glangon wipes away a tear and composes himself as best he may. His son, Arathorn, is chieftain of the Dunedain now, though he wanted not, and him newly married as well. There is nothing for it, Coragor. We must return with the sad news. I pity Arathorn for the responsibility that now falls to him, but we must console ourselves with the knowledge that the line of Isildur will continue. What a sorrow if it were to end in this world. May Arathorn reach a different fate than his father. Spoilers. Well, I guess it is a different fate. It's not trolls. Let none come to this troll height without remembering the fate of the chieftain of the Dunedain. From this point forward, this height will be known as Arador's End, and will be a warning to all.
The rangers fervently hoped that Agador's son, Arathorn, would rule long as their chief, but it was not to be. 1 year after the birth of his son Aragorn, Arathorn was slain by orcs, and his wife fled to Rivendell.
Hey! We have been friends for many years, Tugon, and we have explored the wild lands of Eriador together. Your friendship means a great deal to me, but I have said nothing for which you should be angry with me. I have told you before that I plan to adventure in the Southlands, then to return when I have done deeds worthy of my father and grandfather. You cannot come with me, my friend. If I am to lead the Dunedain, needs must I perform feats worthy of that obligation. It is something I must do alone, Tugon.
In the year 2956 of the Third Age, Aragorn was about to make an important acquaintance.
I wish to seek the great kingdoms of the... Wow, he just goes too fast. Who is that on the road ahead? Few travelers take this way. You're a long way from home, old man. What brings you to this road?
The old man smiled with amusement.
What you say is true. It might also be said of you, Aragorn, son of Arathorn.
How do you know my name? No, hold, Tugon. I do not believe this man is our enemy.
I know a great deal about you. I know that you were fostered by Elrond of Rivendell after the death of your father. I know that he has told you something of your noble lineage. I know, too, he has given you heirlooms of your house, the shards of Narsil and the ring of Barahir.
But how do you know these things, old man? Old man? My name is Dennis. Well, I didn't know you were called Dennis, but you didn't bother to ask, did you?
I know because it is my business to know.
Gandalf.
I'm Gandalf.
Aragorn in his youth spoke roughly. The wizard surely forgave him.
There are great things in store for Aragorn, your chieftain, Tugon, but he must arrive at them in his own time. It is the solemn duty of all the Dunedain to protect him, for he is descended from Isildur in line unbroken, and one day he must rule in Gondor.
Gandalf smiles with amusement, peering at you from underneath his eyebrows.
These are mighty words, and the time is still far off. We all have work to do before that day comes, not just Aragorn, and not just, in our small way, the wizards, but you as well, Tugon. You will not travel with Aragorn on his journey into the kingdoms of the south, for he has made up his mind, but you still have your role to play. In friendship, you will carry it out and have victory. I am certain, for that is a weapon no servant of the enemy fully understands.
Who was the regent chieftain until Aragorn was of age? That's a good question. I don't know that the text ever tells us. Good question. Elrond has spoken to me of Gandalf the Grey, and I am ashamed I did not recognize him at the first, Tugon. Still, he has warmth, though perhaps he tries to hide it. There were many things I wanted to ask him should we ever meet, but now I cannot think of any. What a chance meeting. Let us continue on to Lothlorien. Perhaps then I will remember the questions I wish to ask. And the instance is over. I love that. That's such a great way for them to tell stories. Such a great way. Thank you, Katie. Yes, liking the stream. And of course, if you're not already subscribed to the channel or to the Twitch stream, please do that or follow. I guess I'm not sure what it is with Twitch. I'm not asking you to sub to the stream, like be a paying, use one of those things, but just if there's a follow or, get notifications or something. All right.
All of the Dunedain have played their parts.
And so it was that Aragorn, heir of Isildur through unbroken line down the long years, began his friendship with Gandalf, the Grey Pilgrim. He will be known by the sword that he bears, Anduril, Flame of the West, and by the ring of Barahir, once lost, but since regained. It is the task of the Dunedain, and indeed of all friends of Aragorn, to ensure he safely comes into his birthright.
We will not question if this is the time for his ascension to the kingship. It must be so. Ride with us, Hilbern, for we ride into history. Lyganed and Hyrdor, Korgir and Glangon, all are remembered for the parts they played in the great drama of the age. So it will be with us.
Speak with LotRO to see if he has any advice.
Katie's renaming one of the Nazgul to Dennis. That's fair. Dennis the Nazgul. Tristan's eyebrows could cosplay as Gandalf's. That's true. Some of the Dunedain have already begun to ride, Hilbern. Speak with Halbarad at the stables to see if he has any advice before the rest of us depart. Oh, there he is.
We will all gather again for a rest at Ringris in Eregion.
Our preparations are complete, and some of the Dunedain have already mounted their horses and begun to ride. You do the same, or engage one of the horses at these stables, and we will be off. Lothrandir and I have chosen a course that will take us south in several legs, the first of which leads south through the Trollshaws and into Eregion. We will meet up at Gwingris in Eregion, Hilbern, and we will have a rest. All right, then that's what we shall do. We shall head over that direction.
What can I do for you?
In Eregion, we're going to Gwingris.
The first leg of our journey is complete, but not
Just
without
checking
its-
real quick. Kaneru Illumitar, microwave a burrito so hot that you cannot eat it. That's good. Yeah, you'll get name tags. Yeah. There's some lovely filth down here, Dennis. We sort of take it in turn to be an executive of the week. That's how you do it in an anarcho-syndicalist commune. The first leg of our journey is complete, but not without incident. My horse, Erebrandir, has drawn up lame. There is something wrong with one of his shoes, and he cannot go on unless something is done. Halbarad says I should just engage another horse, but I've been speaking to the elves here. They have given me another idea. Apparently, a skilled farrier has recently passed through Gwingris. This farrier, Londan by name, could certainly repair Erebrandir's shoes. I understand that Londan left Gwingris heading east. If you find him and convince him to return, we will have been delayed but little. All right, let's see where he is on the map. I wouldn't say that's a little bit, but okay, fine. Fine. Fetch quests. We'll have to go. We can't really go in a straight line because of that hill. We'll have to go around the this hill. But we shouldn't see any, we shouldn't aggro any monsters because we're well beyond the level of anybody in this part of the world. Whoa. I don't even remember that. Like, oh, that's how you get in here. That's right. That's right. Oh, but resource nodes for my crafters of lower levels. Hey, Holly Troll Warrior. Hello. I think I still have... Yeah, I have a Tome of Extraordinary Experience going for another half hour, which is rather unfortunate because I can't really do anything with it. Rich Ancient Iron. Okay, fine. Oh, no. I have some crafters, lower level alts that will be very grateful for that. Hey, Dunlendings. I love all the ruins. Oh, hey, that's a Huorn.
It's also very loud music. There's another horn. Join the PPP whistles stream. No. You know, there's a bad idea. Okay, he's on the other side of this rock. Hey, Londan. I need you to fix a shoe. There's a group of Uruks in these parts. Okay, so defend Londan from the Shadowknock Uruks. Oh, hey, well, what do you know? They come straight at me. Of course they do. I will speak with you again back at Gwingris. All right, well, I'm just going to port there. I'm not running all the way over there. Dude's got a killer mustache, though.
I have fit a new shoe to Cyrodon's horse. He'll have no problems now.
I wonder if the same can be said for the few who live in these lands. Those Uruks spoke as if more would be coming, and we have no reason to doubt them. There has been much more activity among those creatures, many more of them on the roads in recent weeks. I do not like it. Well, give Saradon my thanks for sending you my way, friend River Hobbit. I would have been in a great deal of trouble if you'd not come along when you had, and the price of a new horseshoe is a small price to pay indeed. Doom. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. That's the music we get in Esteldine. Erebrandir is ready to go once more. His new shoe fits perfectly, a testament to the skill of Londan. I am worried about these Uruks, though. If it is true that many of the creatures have come north through Enedwythe into Eregion, our ride south may quickly become more difficult than it has been to this point. Are they solely here for plunder, or is there another purpose that drives them? Londan gave to me the shoe he took from Erebrandir. It is yours if you want it. Some people believe such a shoe as this brings good fortune. I do not think that is the case, but I leave you to make up your own mind. I remember this. This is... Yeah, some people believe such a shoe brings good fortune. It would replace your pocket item, gives you no stats. Katie, I've never found that it actually does anything. I've researched the heck out of this. It's like a rumor that, oh, something good will happen if you wear it. It's not even true, right? Oh, yeah. Everything in Forothel can kill you very quickly. To the lumpy mattress of shame. All right. The rest of the Dunedain have gone on ahead. They wait now for us. We will meet up with the company for the next leg of our journey further south at Echaroregion. May the wind at your back speed you onward. Erebrandir and I will see how stands up the work of Londan. Until we meet again at Echaroregion. I will not be wearing the horseshoe. I don't believe that it has any luck. Oh, Lily, how are you? I'm going to go ahead and invite you to my fellowship. And we're going to take the stable master down to Echaroregion. And we don't have swift travel open. So I'm going to take it anyway. I'm going to pay the mithril coin to do the swift travel. Why is my crossbow pink? Because currently it is equipped with a weapon aura of Spirit's Passage. Just as now I can switch the weapon aura of the River Folk. I'll switch that from my axe or from my sword to my bow. Oops. And now I don't have any aura at all on my axe. That's unfortunate. Or anyway, whatever. All right. Let's see. We got to go talk to this guy. Radanir.
We've called a halt, Hilbern. It may be for longer than we originally intended. We've received a call for aid from a dwarf coming north from the White Mountains. Halbarad has determined it to be serious enough to justify a stop. The dwarf's name is Fusi Gemcutter, and he will speak to you about his problem. He'll speak to anyone, it seems. I'm just glad it's not Goofy again. I don't want to have to do that.
Why?
Yes, who are you? You're no ranger, I can see that. It is an outrage, I tell you, when dwarves cannot take the road north from the White Mountains without fear of harassment. There we were, my father and I, went out from behind one of the large stones you see scattered everywhere in these lands. Jumps the largest Uruk you've ever seen. He beat his chest with a gloved hand, shouted the name of his clan, I'll never forget it, then knocked out my father Funi and dragged him off. You ask him in what direction the Sharkunak Uruk took his father, and his brow furrows with puzzlement. Sharkunak? No. The name he shouted was Ninkoth. In all the confusion, I can't remember what direction he went, but if you can find the site of the attack, which is to the east of here, you may see some tracks or something. All right, well, I guess that's what we're doing. Let's see how far away it is. Oh, it's a ways off. All right, let's get on our horse. Oh, War in the North. I've played War. Oh, you mean how to figure out how to get it running? I'm not going to worry about the branches. I did that before already. Pardon my yawn, folks. Actually, I think we just stay in the wash. Yeah. Look at the ruins over there in the mountains. Isn't that glorious? We're near the Pass of Caradhras. Should be right around here, right? I mean, we're like right on it. Oh, there it is. Lost Pack. A confusion of tracks surround the fallen pack and lead off to the east. Says he dropped the sack when we nabbed him. Should be around here. Okay, so we need to find information about these Uruks east of the fallen pack. So let's head down there. We'll turn on my Find the Path so we get that little speed bonus. Oh, it's up there. Okay, all right, well. Or maybe it's not. Oh, you will forgive me for me going to the ancient silver deposit. That stuff's hard to find. My jeweler will be pleased. Oh, that's what happened to my spirit. I just removed it. So now we go. Now the axe is purple. All right. Okay. We're not too far away from the information we're going to find about this Ninkoth Uruks. But it looks like we'll be headed over there at some point. Tar Stazg. Ah, frightened adventurer. Hail to you, River Hobbit. You're in pursuit of the Uruks?
Here, I am afraid.
The trail ends here. The ruins of Minas Elendur that you see atop the cliffs here are crawling with the creatures, and with worse beside. Still you intend to scour the ruins? You are brave, my friend. If I cannot dissuade you, I at least will tell you what I have learned of the place. I will not myself journey there again, not for any sum. There are strange doings going on inside Minas Elendur and its cursed cellars, and I have seen enough to last me.
Well, this was the site of a terrible battle.
The elves at Gwingaris would not tell me much of these ruins, but they told me enough to whet my curiosity that this was the site of a battle long ago, and none of the people who lived here were spared the sword. But the goal of the enemy was not treasure, for the coffers were left untouched. Untouched, I tell you. There is something strange about the rooms and corridors of Minas Elendur, and the cellars of Delatham which run beneath it. You see, things, sometimes disturbing things. It is as if the horrors that fell upon that place scarred it in some way. Some way the stones have not forgotten. It would be a brave river hobbit indeed to explore the place from top to bottom. Some rooms in Minas Elendur can only be reached by stairs within Delatham, and the opposite seems also to be so. Great, we're dealing with a maze. Wonderful. I do not know why the Ninkoth Uruks have come to this place, but I feel it must be as bewildering to them as it is to me. Whenever they are keeping this dwarf for whom you are looking, it will not be easy to find. It will not be easy to find. Look at this, exploration from top to bottom. And then I'll get the title Hilbern the Thorough, as though I'm going to do that, right? I'm just going to find the guy and go. Minas Elendur. Bloodstain. Floor is stained with blood. Will this lead to Funi Gem Cutter? If so, it looks like he's already bled out. I mean, they're all green foes, so you better watch out, Katie. Oh wait, they're gray to you. They're gray to you, fortunately. I'm in trouble now. Hey, Ninkoth the Spoiler, to spoil this. Berserker. I mean, I'm assuming following the bloodstains will be what I need to do, right? I have no desire to explore this place from top to bottom, like zero interest in that. I guess I don't have to keep clicking on them, right? I just keep going. There he is. There's Funi Gemcutter. A friendly face! I had all but given up hope of rescue, and here you appear as if from nowhere. Hurry, there's not much time.
As miserable a creature as any I have.
That's right. It seems they have come north on the heels of another breed, but these have designs of settling down in these lands. What an idea! Better up here than down near Zigil Jabal, my home in the White Mountains. But still too close for comfort. We've had troubles there enough. The Ninkoth Uruks kept me alive for a purpose, friend. They've been bringing golden trinkets to me from throughout the cellars of this place, with the idea that I could somehow fashion them into items of worth. Which of course I can, but I would never do for these creatures. I cannot bear the thought of these treasures being left here for the Ninkoth. Explore these ruins, gather up the treasure, and bring it back to me. I wouldn't mind a bit if you took some time to slay some orcs either. Oh, you may want to make a map. Great. It's literally called Bewildering Ruins. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right, so we need to kill 6 despoilers, 8 berserkers. I am being told that I should check out the statue, so we shall do that after I kill this despoiler. Oh, wow. Is that eyeglass? That's a pretty statue. That's a pretty statue. Gil-galad. And eyeglass.
All right. Huh. Oh, I just have the feeling I'm going to get so lost in this place. Oh, hey, guy. I have a Christmas carol that I think we might. I'll have to look up the lyrics for it, though. Ooh, a fearsome one. Mighty fearsome, that guy. Ooh, he looks like a tough one. Why can I not select him? Huh. Like, I literally can't target him. Well, that was weird. My less bearded Aure and Tulova video. Thank you. That was a fun one to do. Appreciate that very much. Yeah, well, I'll see if I can find that Christmas carol when we're done during the chat. There's a lot of... Oh, that's interesting. Moria escapees. They're just hit point sinks. Like, they... How'd you lose me? You're supposed to just stay right behind me, right? Do I need to come back out? So if you go from the statue and you go opposite the statue and then dogleg to the left, you'll see a hallway that leads to a door. I've gone down into that portion. That door leads you here to the south of where I'm at. Okay. I fully expect this to become literally bewildering. Dogleg, like a like in golf, you know, when you I don't know why it's called that, but it's called that. You'll still end up going the same. It's more of a jog. The dog leg is more of an angle. My bad. Found the room of doors. Oh lordy. Oh boy, I'm in a world of hurt now. I think maybe I'll just summon you after I figure out why this dude is like a ghost. Katie, should I just summon you? Let me know. I'll just summon you. So shared storage, consumables, a simple rally horn, of which I need to buy more. I can't summon in this area. It won't let me. Well, I'm not sure I want to go to any of these doors because that's a lot of doors. There's Gondor and Mordor and Area Door and all the doors. But I got to go somewhere, right? I mean, after all, I still need to kill 7 more berserkers and find 3 more coffers. Oh, that map is never going to help me. Let's see. Maybe it will. Aha. Yes. So now I'm... Are those yellow things on the map supposed to be the the various coffers. Many treasure coffers should be able to find 4 without having to explore very far. Okay, good. If that's the case, then those are coffers. I'm not far at all from a few of them. Looks like. No, not south. I want to go the other way. Yep, I want to go this way. I sure hope that when I find them, I'm able to, like, quick travel out to them. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Oh, I see. Then I have to go up and to the right. Okay. Ah, but that's where I want to go. All right. Well, then I messed up. Actually, let's go back here. And then I'm going to hang a left and a left. Oh, hey, Despoiler. This is where I want to go. I also think I see a green arrow, which is Katie. There she is. Hi, Katie. Oh, I see it. I see it. Hold on a moment, folks. My apologies. We are getting the game back up here. And getting my large face off the screen. Thank you. All right. So according to the map that you sent me, there's one like here somewhere, but how do I get to that? All right. So if I go south of this chamber, though, and hang a left, there's one in the dimly lit room in here, a dimly lit pillared room. Should be one kind of in the north. Yeah, should be over there. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Katie. Okay, now looking at the map, how do I get to that isolated chamber where there's 2? Let me zoom out real quick and look at the notes you sent me from that. After speaking, go back up the stairs and through the passage. Don't make the first turn north. Oh boy, so I messed up already. Oh boy. I messed up for sure because I didn't go the right way to begin with. All right, so... Oh, did you? Okay, I'm going to come find you then. Okay, I'm going to follow you. I'm following you. Poor Katie has to lead me while knowing that the lag is quite a bit behind. Found the southeast corner in Minas Alendur. Okay. Let me take a look at the map. Oh, no, I'm following Katie. Go, go, go. Oh, great. The sunken chamber. Oh, there we go. And that'll be... I'll just need to kill 2 more berserkers and then we're done. Awesome. Thank you, Katie. That's awesome. All right. Let's head up and find a couple more berserkers. Oh, there's some more ghosts. And then with any luck, after I've killed the berserkers, it'll be it'll enable me to just port out. Hopefully. I say hopefully. Oh, that's not Rumming's stock. That's not a berserker. Tried printing out map quests. What I need is a Thomas guide for it. Go to page 73, grid A2. Oh, that's cool. What a room that is, huh? I'm going to kill these lizards just so I can go in that room. The illuminated room. There's a treasure coffer, but I don't need it. Okay, so if that's the treasure coffer, so I'm in the second. Okay. I see. So now I have no idea how to get out of here. I have no memory of this place. All right, following you. Sorry. Katie's jumping. Follow me! Follow me! Got to kill 2 berserkers and get our way out of this place. But I think she knows the way. Follow your nose. It always knows. Gandalf. The part of Toucan Sam will be played by Gandalf in this commercial. Heck, if we just find our way back to what's his name, the berserkers will show up. They're all in that area. That's a despoiler. I don't need a despoiler. I need berserkers. Why does it have to be mazes? Despoiler. I got to kill him because he's going to... Oh, kidding me. Line of sight. There we go. Okay. Berserker? There's one. Berserker? I hardly know her. All right, is there another one over here? There's a berserker? No, it's a despoiler. Darn it. Okay. Following you, Katie. Following you. She saved us all. There we go. She saved us all quite a bit of time. Because as you know, I would have just been... All right, now we have to bring the treasures to Funi Gem Cutter. So, do you know how to get out of here? Oh, you can port us. Right on. Port us away. It's good to have the mighty powers of a level 150. Fireworks corgi to light the way. I have one. I don't know if I have one on Hilbern, but I have one. Oh, you don't have a port. Okay. All right. Then let me take a look real quick and see how we get out of here. This is the other map, which is good. I think that's the first map. So no, it is the second map, isn't it? No, it is the first. All right. So the entrance is over there. So we need to make our way back into that chamber, then south into a courtyard. Okay. Oh, we can't because we can't get up there from here. It's the multiple levels thing. That's frustrating. Like, how do I get... Oh, fine. Oh, wait. Am I supposed to be following? Yeah, okay. All right. All right. I think it's this way. I think. Yep. This is the way. This way. This way into this room. Or we'll have to kill somebody because he's in the way. Okay, but now... Yeah, let's try this way. Yep, this should... Oh, hey, there's a despoiler there. He should be in this room. We should be right here. Yep, he's just down here. Down the stairs. Thank you, Katie. You helped me navigate my way. Excellent. We'll bring these treasures out into the sunlight. All right. Now we're porting. Mithril port, that is. Whatever that's called again. All right. Fusi. My father is back, Hilbern, and he was very pleased at your performance within the ruins. He's been deep in conversation with one of the rangers here. I think they want him to make something, but what it is, I have no idea. That ranger, Radenir, might be able to tell you more. By the way, I'm just curious, if I pull up my deed log, how many of those did I explore? Not many. I got 5, 6, 7 places, but look at how many more there were to find. Like 15 more places to find. No.
Now I know why Hilbert wanted us to rescue this phony gem cutter.
Ah, I now know why. He has a commission for Funi Gemcutter, a task for which Funi is well suited. He wants Funi to make an imitation of the Ring of Barahir. Habarad can tell you more.
What chance is this?
He is right. It is a small chance, surely, but a happy one. Talk to Halbarad to learn more about his plan. Hey, it's LotRO here. And Eladan.
Our only aim is to help the heir of Isildur in any way that we can.
Think of this, Hilbern. The line of Isildur is recognized by the heirlooms of that house. The shards of Narsil, now reforged, the scepter of Enuminus, long kept in Rivendell, and the ring of Barahir, almost lost in Forahil, but regained. I believe you have heard the story. And now, this grey company rides to the defense of Aragorn in the southern lands increasingly under the sway of the Uruk. Danger crowds around us upon every side, but our own safety must be secondary to that of Aragorn. Imagine, therefore, if a member of our company is slain or taken captive by the enemy. If that man bore a ring of the same description as the ring of Barahir, would that not give his captor pause? I've therefore made this proposal to Funi Gemcutter, to craft rings so like to the ring of Barahir, based on Candice's description, that should any of this company fall into the hands of the enemy, it may sow confusion into his mind. This confusion may buy the true heir precious time. Tell me when you are ready, and we will go with Funi to the forges he will use. All right, we're going to make some counterfeit rings. It's a solo quest. Sorry, let me end the fellowship. My apologies, Lilielai.
As a skilled jewel crafter has crossed our path, and Halbarad has devised a curious plan for him. He wants imitations made of the ring of Barahir borne by Aragorn, for each Dunedain in our company.
Yep. They'll deceive all but the most studious observer. What is this? Hoy, you there! The work goes well, Hilbern. Already some of the rings have been made. And they are identical to the description with which my father was provided, but the gold is running low. Very little gold is needed for each ring, of course, but my father can use only small quantities of the material when it is melted, or imperfections will arise. Bring more coffers of gold to me from where they are being stored. It clearly runs in the family hassle because Elrond was a twin. Pick up a treasure coffer from the corner of the room where they are stored. Well, where are they stored? Are in the corner there, Hilbern. Which corner? Oh, over there. I hope that is enough gold for the rings your friends require. It takes more than ordinary gold, you see. Only the highest quality gold can be used, if these are to be sufficiently realistic. Okay, talk to Candice. The ring making is going well. Good. I gave the jewelsmith a description of the ring of Barahir as I remembered it,
and if he has the skill he claims to have, his invitation should be suitable. LotRO here wanted me to send you to him if you had a moment. He was contemplating our plans beneath a tree in the courtyard to the north of here, if you would speak with him. Don't know where he is. Out here, then? To the north? Yes, to the north. Oh, we're in Tam Mirdain. The crafting of the rings sought by Halberad goes well, Hilbern? Good. If these preparations give our enemies even the slightest pause, the time they take will be counted 5 and 7 times in value. LotRO here pauses for a moment, thinking, and then takes you into his confidence. Before we left Imladris, my father gave to me messages for Aragorn, confident that he would understand them. But I, too, understand their meaning, and that understanding fills me with worry. He bade me to remind Aragorn of the words of the seer Malbeth, and of the paths of the dead. I will tell you of... Suddenly, a shout breaks the silence, and LotRO here leaps to his feet. What was that? Someone is in trouble. Oh, this place. Look at that. Halros! An exhausted ranger stands before you, his breath ragged and uneven. Hilbern, a party of warring Uruks has climbed the path to this place. I have seen others in the distance. It will not be long before they arrive. Goladir stayed behind to hold them back. Help him. Go quickly and help Goladir. I will get help, Hilbern. Go and stand with Goladir. Despair not. We will defeat these Uruks, and we will delay them for as long as necessary for the remainder of our company to complete the task. I've told you once already, Uruk, you will not leave this place alive.
Ha! A good joke. You two, teach them the dangers of boasting to Kuthok of the Nintoth.
Is that the best you could manage?
You impudent warrior. I thought I smelled man flesh. Or is that the stench of Ninkoth? Sargud, what are you doing here? The Ninkoth have this in hand. That is not what I see. Show these weaklings your bared teeth, my Camglock. Now my Ninkoth attack. You will be the ones to slay these foes.
Do they not understand? They have the mighty Hilbert on their side.
We must put aside our differences today. You are right, Sargud. There are only 2 of them. What can you hope to do? You will be the first to die.
Great company!
Attack!
Ha ha ha! The Uruks have been defeated. According to Fusi Gemcutter, his father's work is going well and smoothly. With no more interruptions, I feel we will soon see an end to this delay. I say delay, but I feel better for having a secret held in reserve. Let our foes mill about in confusion, while the true heir of Isildur makes stealth his ally. It is good to be doing something. We've done well this day. May Funi Gemcutter's work go as well. Talk to Halberad again. Oh, hello, Lilialai.
May this work prove to have been unnecessary in the end. Fortunately, I hope it is so.
So weird. It gives me just a tiny bit more armor, same agility, tiny bump in vitality, a drop in crit rating, but a big increase in finesse. I'll probably take it. We must soon be off again.
A single hesitation on the part of Aragon's foes could make the difference.
If we are fortunate, none of the rings of Bibara here, borne by the rangers of our company, will need to serve the purpose for which they were crafted. Even so, I am glad to have them in the event they become necessary. A single moment of hesitation on the part of Aragorn's foes could make the difference. It is time again to ride. Let us cross south into the northern stretches of Dunland. The plains of Enedwaith will be the next stop on our journey. We will take our rest once we cross into the land of Fordirith in northern Enedwaith. Daggoras will select the location, and you should speak with Lothrindir when we arrive at Echad Daggoras to learn the lay of the land. All right. Let us take a stable master to Echad Daggoras, which we can't do in Fordirith. So we need to go all the way down there. So I guess we just have to go on horseback. Liliali, let me have you join the fellowship again. And then I'm going to get on a horse. All right. Let us away. We're just going to stay on this road. Except I'm going to get the ancient silver because that stuff's hard to find, I'm telling you. Okay. Back on the road. We're on the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. Making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. Now entering Tal Caradhras. Oh, look. We move from a dirt road to a paved road in a way. Soon, I'm sure we'll find a yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. I'm clearly like punch drunk tired, you know? It's the only excuse I have. And the road is back to dirt again. And we go this way. We're going to go Nan Sarannon. Corey is live streaming his LotRO stream. I had to reach. Maybe we'll talk at the moot and see when we can do a stream together. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Like when we crossed over on the PPP, we showed up on his show, and he showed up on ours during Council of Elrond. I think he was already 4 years in, and we were 2 into Lord of the Rings. Oh, excuse me. So just following the road. Oh, heavy ilex branches. Sorry. Any sort of advanced resource node like that, right? The rich resource nodes, I'm probably going to stop at. Again, for my crafters. Ooh, a rich Kazad-Skarn deposit. Oh, I'm so excited because pretty soon we're going to get to the next tier of crafting materials. Kalinard Skarn. And I will be a very happy crafter. Because as you can see on my prospector tier, I still need a lot of Kalinard Skarn. I mean, a lot. It's going to need somewhere in the neighborhood of about, let's see, about 1,500 experience points, 8 apiece. 200, it's about 400 ore. Maybe 500, I'm not sure. It's a lot, is what I need. So now we'll cross over here. We'll ford this river. Ford every... Climb every mountain, ford every stream. That's right. Oh, wow.
Yeah, here we are in a different region of the map now. We are now in Enedwaith. And we're going to follow this to Forderith. That's where we'll call it for the night. I should turn on my track mines because now we're dealing with resource nodes that I will need. Ooh, very happy. Tell me it's Kalinard Skarn. Tell me it's 2 nodes of Kalinard Skarn right here. Nope, it's still Khazad Skarn. Darn it. All right, well, then forget about it. We'll just keep on going. Katie, why are you going the other direction? What's Aragorn's tax policy? Good one. All right, we're riding up the road to Forderith. No relation to Mordorith, by the way. Here comes Katie on her speedy war steed. Watch as I hit the brakes and she flies right by. And stable master here at Echad Dagaras.
How can I be of service?
Deed bestowed, Path of the Great Company. All right, so we're going to set this as a milestone, replacing Thungelhad in Mirkwood. And we're going to talk to Lothrandir.
The men of Dunland are a wild people. They care little for the Dunedain.
And not at all for the men of Rohan. They have warred with Rohirrim and covet still their lands. It is their strongly held belief that those lands belong to the men of Dunland. They are proud and fierce, quick to anger and slow to forgiveness. They tolerate no weakness and are suspicious of outsiders. During my time here in the Southlands, it seemed to me that these men had no identity as Dunlendings, thinking of themselves instead as members of particular clans, dominated by strong, willful leaders. Dagaras has met already with the members of one such clan, Wadu of the Ukluth. He has set aside his suspicions for the moment, and you might learn something of his people by speaking with him. Wadu.
You have come with these men.
But you are not of them. The warning I gave to this man, this Dagaras, I give to you. My people will not allow you to interfere with their lives. You may pass through these lands, but you cannot stay. Strength only do they respect. Strength such as mine or my father Suvurk. Even my sister Nona wields the sword, and I wager she does so with greater skill than any of these Duvodiad.
The Kluth clan will tolerate your presence, but others will be hostile.
Other Dunlending Luth will be openly hostile. They have been given gold and have forgotten their true allegiance. Many of them traveled north into the land of the Holly. That would, of course, be Holland, Eregion, but they have returned. They are cowards on their own, and they are cowards on behalf of their new master. But these Luth that fight for gold have no loyalty to their former brothers. They fight even the Uchluth. For every one of my people they slay, they put a mark in blood on a chip of wood. They believe their new master will pay them for every one of their kinsmen they slay. It is an abomination. They have already killed some of my people, traveled to the deserters' camp north of here and deprived them of the blood marks they have already collected. Recover, too, the weapons of my fallen brothers. I do not want them taken by their foes.
We've got a lot of time that we get to spend with the Dunlendings, folks. Good stuff. Hassel asks in chat, you have to go through one of the many battles of Middle-earth. I am in the Vanguard. Is it the Scooby-Doo van? Which battle would I be in? If I'm in the Vanguard, it better be a battle we're going to win with overwhelming might. I'll have to think about that. Katie says, I can still see my Lothrandir. I love how he's a vessel for the way the game treats indigenous clans and peoples of Middle-earth. It really is. It's one of the reasons I'm really looking forward to walking through the story of Tal Elmar with James, because that story is told from the perspective of the native inhabitants of Middle-earth sometime during the Second Age. So, all right, let me clear up my inventory a little bit. I'm just going to get rid of that. That goes into LI folder. It goes into materials folder, materials, and materials. Okay, great. All right. And then we're just going to sell whatever's left. Yeah. Oh, not the rally horn. I'm going to hold on to that for the next time I need it to bring Katie from whatever deep, dark pits she's found herself in. All right. Let's see. Do we have 7:30? That's a good time. We'll call it because we got a couple things we wanted to chat through. What was it in? Oh, I was going to look for that Christmas carol. All right. Let's exit the game. And switch control over to this screen here. Turn that off. Okay. Does James play? I don't believe he does. Actually, wait. Yeah, he does. He does. All right. But I don't think he's played in a while. All right. So let me see if I can find. Wonder where I have that. What would it was. I know it was a text document, and I'm scrolling through. Okay. Aha, here we go. I found it. You wanted to know what was the question again? It was something about what Christmas carol would be popular. Here's one. I don't know that I have the gall to sing it. All right, let me give it a try. No. I'll sing with me. Hark the herald Mandas sings, glory to Manwë the king. I bid you stand and give me ear, what I say will bring you fear. Tears unnumbered ye shall shed, fences built, to us you're dead. Lamentations if you must, your punishment is truly just. Hark the herald Mandas sings, glory to Manwë the king. An oath the Feanorians swore, now you leave, we lock the door. You've spilled the blood of your kindred. I forgot to bring the chat stream up. I'll come back to my song. I don't remember where I was. An oath the Feanorians swore. I'm not going to sing, Hassel. Thanks for asking, but I'm not going to sing. Now you leave, we lock the door. You've spilled the blood of your kindred. Now you'll learn you can be dead. Weapon, torment, even grief. You'll end up where I am chief. Hark the herald Mandas sings, glory to Manwë the king. So there's one Christmas song, and I'm so glad I didn't sing it. Whew. You know, there are just some things that are better not done. In fact, I'm even trying to figure out how I'm going to get out of doing karaoke at the Moot in a couple of weeks. Yeah, the Dunlending storyline is an interesting one. You know, when you realize the Dunlendings are related to the House of Haleth, you understand. I mean, they're kin to that House of Haleth, and they are really twice victims. You know, They were pushed out of their land by the expansion of Numenor into the forests in Menhiriath and Enedwaith. And then they find themselves fleeing up into the mountains or then to the south into Calanarthon, where then they get driven out again so that the land can be given to the Rohirrim. It's tough haul, you know. Oh yeah, Katie. No, I know I've got more to do with Duathal. Yeah. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good long storyline. I mean, this part of the storyline is pretty significantly, if I remember correctly, long. I could be wrong on that. Maybe it's not long if you're over leveled. You know, if you don't try to do all the tasks. Oh man, but it's a good one. So, any questions? It goes all the way until Minas Tirith. Wow, that's a long storyline. Yeah, you know, if I go to the LotRO wiki, that'll help me, right? If I take a look at the epic quests. So, you know, we're in volume 3 now, right? Ride of the Grey Company, book 2. Yeah, so we're in the plane of, we're doing chapter 10. So we've got chapters all the way through 15 before we move to book 4, The Rise of Isengard, and book 5, The Prince of Rohan. And then we get The Riders of Rohan for 5 books. And then we get 4 books for the Battle of Helm's Deep before we get to, my goodness, 6 books for the first part of volume 4. Woo! Some good stuff. Oh, wow. All right. Well, any questions before we wrap up for the evening? I'm thinking, by the way, when I come back next week, as much as I want to continue in this, I'm thinking about building the Balrog Book Nook, the Lego Balrog Book Nook. So we'll see if I do that. I would say I would do that this Saturday, but of course, as a reminder, because I know I told you this on Saturday, I won't be here this Saturday. This Saturday's stream, December 6th, is not going to happen. I will be on my way to San Diego for a meeting of the SoCaliquendi Smile of the Tolkien Society. Very much looking forward to attending that. I don't think, Katie, that I can build this one without the wings. And I'm just going to, they're wings of shadow. Lego brick shadow, but shadow nonetheless. Favorite unexpected Easter eggs or references in LotRO? There's a lot. I don't know. It's such a huge game. It's hard to identify just one. What would each of the fellowship ask for Christmas from Father Christmas and NPB? I'll think about that one, Elizabeth. I'll have to really ponder that because it's there's so many things, right? I mean, it seems like in every part of the epic, there's always something that you're just blown away by. Yeah, I mean, dozens and dozens of Easter eggs. What would each of the fellowship ask for Christmas from Father Christmas? Well, you wouldn't ask anything from North Polar Bear because North Polar Bear doesn't have anything to do with any of that. But Father Christmas, I think Sam might ask for some sturdy, camp cooking gear. I don't know. That's an interesting question. It's not one that I know I can come up with an answer to. What would each of the fellowship ask for Christmas? I mean, they all got gifts from Galadriel, and that's really, what those are the gifts that matter. Who would throw the best Christmas party? I think Merry and Pippin would throw a heck of a party. I think Merry and Pippin would absolutely throw a banger of a party. Faramir and Eowyn would be my second choice. I bet give them like 2 or 3 years to settle in, and they'll be great. Katie has just sent me a very long list of wonderful Easter egg references. Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah. My goodness. Yeah, every Scouring of the Shire Easter egg crumb.
Oh, man. Yep. Good stuff. Who would dress up as Father Christmas? Tom Bombadil would dress up as Father Christmas. But only if the Christmas party was in his home, because he's not going anywhere else. That's the thing about Tom. He's kind of a homebody. I get that. Like, I feel you, Tom. You know? Like just chilling at home. Got Goldberry, you're doing the spring washing. Yeah. Yeah, a couple of the ones that Katie, that you've mentioned in our chat, the ones that are mentioned in the Lay of Altru and Atrun, that we'll come across them actually in not too long, but I don't want to spoil that. Merry and Pippin would definitely ask for fireworks, and that's the thing. No polar bear would give them fireworks because he is chaos. He is Merry and Pippin, right? He's the troublemaker, no doubt about it. Oh, excuse me. Oh, man. Why am I yawning so much? Yeah, chaos for sure. Lay of Altru and Atrun is, it's going to be so interesting. I think when we first were thinking about non-legendarium season, I didn't realize how much there was. I don't think I'm going to be able to cover the non-legendarium in a year. I don't even know if 2 years will be enough. I mean, when you realize and you look up there and you realize just how many of those books are non-legendarium. The Legend of Sigurd and Gudrun, The Fall of Arthur, Beowulf, the Story of Kullervo, Sir Gawain and the Green Knight, Pearl, and Sir Orfeo. I mean, there's just so much that's not the Legendarium. And obviously, The Adventures of Tom Bombadil and Farmer Giles of Ham and Rover Random and Smith of Wooten Major and Leaf by Niggle. And I mean, it's going to be, I probably won't be able to go at the slow pace that I went through Lord of the Rings. And I don't think I would want to. But even if I went at like triple the pace, 12 pages per episode, I don't think I'm doing that in 40 episodes. I don't think I'm doing that in 80 episodes. I don't know if I'll actually cover much about Beowulf itself because I'm not. I mean, I would if I could get hold of a genuine Beowulf expert, but I want to talk a little bit about it, like about his translation and about his Beowulf work. So, like, we'll talk through Beowulf Monsters and the Critics, things like that. That'll be really good. The programming goes at the moot. Oh yeah, Katie's already answered that. Yeah, it'll go till probably, like she says, 9 or 10, maybe even sometimes 11 for things like, karaoke or the entertainments might run really late, but then we'll all be sitting around hanging out after. I mean, that's just what we do. I mean, I think there were times where I'd leave the hotel lobby at like 2 a.m. and there were still 15 people hanging around. I think I mentioned this on Saturday, but I'm going to mention it again. Corey Olson will be in attendance. He's looking forward to spending time with all of us. This year I didn't want to repeat keynote speakers, so he's not a keynote anymore this year, any more than like Mike Drought is, right? But everybody's always invited, and so Corey was able to reach out to me just last week and confirm that he's going to be there. So that's going to be great to have him join us and be a part of that. And I know Katie's probably got a thing or two that he can do for us. I'm not sure. I'm not going to speak for you, Katie, on that. I'll let you tell us on that. But yeah, I got to get sleep. I mean, I'm an old man. I can't function on 4 hours of sleep. Corey, on the other hand, well, he doesn't either. He stays up till 4 a.m, but then he doesn't get up until noon. So, Tom, what'd you get in your stocking, Tom? I got a lump of coal, Bert. What about you, William? I got a sheep. It's still alive. Roast mutton for Christmas breakfast.
Mountain Dew is not strong enough. You need like Monster, or Red Bull Extra or something. Yeah, no, it'll be good. It'll be good. All right. Well, folks, I'm going to go ahead and exit the stream. I'm going to say farewell and thank you. There will be no stream on Saturday because I'll be at the SoCaliquendy meeting or on my way to it. So I will see you all next Tuesday, December 9th at 6 p.m. Pacific. And I'm not sure yet whether I will be continuing the Dunlending storyline or whether I'll be building the Balrog book nook. I can finally build it now because I got the Light My Bricks kit for it, and I didn't want to build it and then have to kind of take it apart and put the Light My Bricks kit in. So I waited until they released the kit and got the kit. So now I am ready to build that, and we'll get that done soon. Whether we go this week or whether we do it closer to Christmas, I don't know. But good night, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. It is always a privilege to have you here, and we'll see you again next week. Take care.